What's up, YouTube? It's Onion Bomb here on Ascent Sports, and welcome to another NFL record prediction video. Today, we're doing the Cleveland Browns. We're doing all the teams one by one individually, so make sure to stick around and check out when we do your favorite team. So far, we got the Steelers and the Bengals up, and now we're the Cleveland Browns. I am being joined by Isaiah and Jimmy. Steven's not here, but we have his predictions. So without further ado, guys, let's get into his prediction.
For my Cleveland Browns record prediction, now, I guess I don't want to tear or spoil it, but, we'll see. So starting out, I have them losing to the Bengals, losing to the Steelers, but then beating the Titans, beating the Ravens, losing to the 49ers, beating the Colts, losing to the Seahawks, beating the Cardinals, losing to the Ravens, beating the Steelers, losing to the Broncos, beating the Rams, losing to the Jaguars, beating the Bears, beating the Texans, losing to the Jets, but then beating the Bengals for an overall record of 9-8, which lands them last place in the division where they've been their whole lives. So, familiar territory. But in all actuality, and no bias, all bias aside as a Steelers fan, this was kind of hard to predict because, you have good players and you're supposed to be a good team, but for some reason the Browns, they just tend not to be. Deshaun didn't play the best last year when he came back. But Amari Cooper's still pretty good. Nick Chubb's still pretty good. I think their line's pretty good. Like they should be a tough team to beat. And I think 9 wins is fair. 9 wins is very fair to me. But what do you guys think, Jimmy? What do you think about the Browns?
So honestly, I'm not that far off from you. So the Browns, I have them losing week 1 against the Bengals, losing week 2 against the Steelers, beating the Titans, losing to the Ravens. Quick bye for week 5 bye.
Yeah, week 5 bye is crazy. Now play fucking
Crazy.
15 more games. Are you kidding me?
So after the bye, they're gonna lose to the 49ers, but they're gonna come back and beat the Colts, beat the Seahawks, beat the Cardinals, but they're gonna lose to the Ravens. They're gonna beat the Steelers, lose to the Broncos, beat the Rams, beat the Jaguars, beat the Bears, beat the Texans, lose to the Jets, and lose to the Bengals for a record of 9-8,
Hell yeah.
and they'll be the bottom of the division.
Hell freaking yeah. Can we get a gunshot for that? Bottom of the division for the Cleveland Browns. That deserves at least one gunshot. I mean, congrats. You guys got us in the playoff game. Remember, that's all I have is the gunshot. Not the 15 wins in a row. Not Big Ben's whole record, but, so all I have is the gunshot. All I can do is talk smack about the Browns because last time it was important, you beat us. Bums.
Browns fans, if you're out there watching and you're looking for it to get better,
They don't have internet.
it will. I do have them winning week 1 against the Bengals, but then I have them losing against the Steelers, losing against the Titans, but then beating the Ravens. After the very early bye week, they have them losing to the 49ers, and losing to the Colts, and losing to the Seahawks. But they do get a win against the Cardinals, but then they lose to the Ravens. But then they beat the Steelers, but then they lose to the Broncos. I have them beating the Rams, then losing to the Jaguars, beating the Bears, and beating the Texans, but then losing to the Jets and losing to the Bengals. I have them finishing 7-10 in 4th place in the AFC North. Go ahead and chalk this up to bias. You can, but in my humble opinion, I do not believe they have quarterback figured out. I think Deshaun Watson, with all the the talk, the media, everything that came out about him, I think it's messed with things that cannot be
Wait, what
fixed,
happened?
and that is mentals. What happened? You're gonna have to look it up yourself.
What happened with Deshaun? I don't know. You don't want to tell me? No, it's okay.
Certain, you ever heard of him?
Nah, we don't gotta get into
But I don't know. He wasn't playing great last season. There's a chance he comes back and like lights it up like he was, because yeah, he was a very good QB prior. But so I just think he's a little he's just not
He's just
I
rusty. He's rusty.
he's rusty, and like I don't know if he'll ever unrest.
Not until the
But
man.
they do have they do have some good players, so maybe. But I don't know. Deshaun's got to show me a bit more before I'm like, yo, he can really be a quarterback again. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, I think I just judge it. It has a lot to do though, like with the overall trade too. Like they gave up so much to get him.
yeah,
Now, I just don't think you do like lose it. I think what you said, Brendan, makes sense. Like with mentally, like he's just not. He just wasn't all there. Uh, but I really, as we get farther and farther from all that's happened, unless new stuff comes out and whatnot, with the situation, unless that happens, like as we get farther and farther from it, it should lessen in his mind more. I guess I don't know. Uh, and he can get back to playing good football because before he left, he was, I believe, a top 5 quarterback. Before he took his hiatus, because originally he just wanted to get traded. Like he was just like, "Fuck the Texans, like I'm out of here," and then
yeah.
they roped him back in.
All right, for Stevens Brown's record, he has if I keep freaking. All right, for Stevens Brown's record, he has them losing to the Bengals, Steelers, Titans, Ravens, 49ers, and then beating the Colts and losing to the Seahawks and beating the Cardinals, losing to the Ravens, losing to the Steelers, losing to the Broncos, losing to the Rams, beating the Jaguars, beating the Bears, beating the Texans, losing to the Jets, and then losing to the Bengals, finishing a measly 5-12,
Ooh,
last place in the AFC North.
5-12.
Uh,
Uh, I mean, it's the Browns, so that it wouldn't be shocking. I think they'll be better than 5 wins, though. I definitely do think that they'll be better than 5 wins, but we'll see. We'll see. So what do we got? We got 9 from me, and then we got 9 from Jimmy, then we got 7 from Brendan, then we got 5 from Steven, right?
yeah.
So that's 30. Divide that by 4, and we got the over/under for the Cleveland Browns for team ascent is 7 or 7.5. So 8 games. Or no. I'm sorry. It's 6.5. So 7 games. It's 6.5. So I mean that's relatively low.
Yeah.
7 wins. Can the Browns do it? 7 wins. I genuinely think, if Browns fans, if you guys watch this and you haven't clicked off by now, uh, I think we're 100% sleeping on you. You could be a pretty good team. But it's just what we think, Someone has to be last place in the division, guys, and it's been you every
Yeah.
time. It's like, oh, we got to go with the science sometimes, the analytics.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with the Browns. Once again, they do have Amari Cooper. They do have Nick Chubb, two premier players ish, and then of course there's Myles Garrett, who one day is better than T.J. Watt, but like nobody ever says why. Like they just say it, and then like you ask why, and it's like vibes, bro. Like I swear, big truz. Like bro, I've never and I've seen Myles Garrett play a lot. I've literally seen him play a lot, but just objectively, T.J. Watt is crazy. But I don't mean to turn this video into that. Cleveland, I'm sorry. I really hope this doesn't come back to bite week 2 at the game. I really hope you guys can at least just let us win that. If you guys let us win this game, you can win the division. No lie. That's how I feel. I win this game and go ahead. Or lose this game. We'll lose week 2 to us.
All right, so that's gonna be our record predictions for the Cleveland Browns. Let us know how that was. How did you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think the Browns are gonna be much better? or do you think they're going to be worse? Let us know in the comments below. Next time we are going to be doing the Baltimore Ravens, and like I said, we're doing the entire NFL, and after that, we're going to be doing playoffs, and after that,
Playoffs.
we're going to be doing week by week because it's going to be NFL season. So stay tuned,
Hell yeah.
stay tuned for all that. Please sub and stay tuned for that. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, dislike, subscribe, or don't subscribe. You know, it's always up to you. We'll see you guys in the next video of us.
Goodness.
Goodbye.
God, it's like watching freaking Beethoven, Brenden.
I'm
I was praising you for the outro, and then you eat your mic. Unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know